Tides and waves are movements in the ocean that have significant impact on the Earth's shape and ties to the alignment of the solar system. There are two types of tides that we're going to talk about today: spring tides and neap tides. Spring tides are tides that occur when the sun, moon, and earth are aligned with each other, creating a stronger gravitational pull on the ocean. They happen during new moon and full moon phases because the sun and the moon pull in the same direction during this time, which reinforces their gravitational pull. During spring tides, high tides and low tides are higher and lower respectively, and it is called spring tide because the water springs back higher than normal. This contrasts with what we call neap tides, which happen during the first and third quarters of the moon cycle, where the sun and the moon are opposing each other's gravitational pulls, which creates weaker gravitational forces and less extreme tidal ranges.
The different types of tides can also play a part in the Earth's shorelines and coastal regions. Because spring tides can have a very wide range, they can lead to increased flooding or erosion during high tides and even more exposure of the coasts during low tides. There are a few different types of shorelines like cliff dune areas, back shores, and foreshores. The foreshore is always experiencing waves during the tidal cycle, while the back shore is flatter and further away from the ocean, with waves only modifying the back shore during high tides. Cliff dune areas are part of the shoreline but are at a higher elevation and are only modified during storm surges.
Geographical and human influence is important when looking at shorelines. For geographical influences, on ridge sediment coasts, longshore currents move sand along the shore through littoral drifts, which develops spits of sand which can then develop new land. It can also remove sediments from upcurrent and aren't necessarily parallel. On the other hand, rocky features that jut out on shorelines can cause wave refractions, where the energy of the wave is behind the tip of land.
Human influence is important because having vegetation and adding structures onto shorelines can change how the water and tides interact with them, leaving an impact on the way that shorelines are shaped and formed. Adding structures and also vegetation can help prevent erosion of the shoreline and disperse the energy and force of the waves. Along with that, adding this vegetation can help create a better space and habitat for the creatures living there.